Imagine leaving the chaos of city life behind, surviving off-grid, not relying on electricity bills, not waiting for fuel deliveries, all on just $2,500. Sounds impossible, right? Today, we're testing a revolutionary device by Maxwell Chikumbutso, an RF energy generator that claims to harness ambient energy from the environment. Can this be the future of off-grid living? Let's find out. This is Maxwell Chikumbutso's RF energy device. According to reports, it can capture and convert radio frequencies in the environment into usable electricity. That means theoretically it could power small appliances, lights, even charge batteries without ever plugging into the grid. First, let's see what it takes to set up. I've got my shelter, food supplies, water, and essential tools. The device itself is compact, but requires careful placement to capture RF signals effectively. Here's where science meets survival. Over the next few days, I'll be living entirely off-grid, monitoring energy production, and testing whether this technology can really deliver on its promise. Will it power my lights, my small fridge, or even my communication devices? Let's see. Of course, living off-grid is never simple. Weather, signal strength, and device limitations all play a role. I'll be documenting everything, the successes, the failures, and the surprises. Because the truth is, this is real-world testing, not a lab demonstration. So, can Maxwell Chikumbutso's RF device make off-grid living truly possible on just $2,500? The results might surprise you. And whether it works perfectly or not, it's a fascinating glimpse into the future of sustainable energy. As the days unfold, living off-grid on this modest budget begins to reveal both the beauty and the complexity of life untethered from conventional energy systems. Every morning, I wake to the soft sounds of nature, the wind rustling through trees, birds announcing the day, and the gentle hum of the RF device quietly absorbing energy from the invisible waves around me. It's a rhythm that city life rarely allows, a subtle reminder that energy is all around us, waiting to be harnessed. Watching the small lights flicker on, powered purely by this innovative device, is a moment of quiet triumph, a testament to the possibilities that science and human ingenuity can offer. It's not just about surviving. It's about reconnecting with a simpler, more deliberate way of living, where each watt of energy feels earned and cherished. Setting up daily routines in this off-grid environment quickly becomes a fascinating experiment in adaptability. Cooking meals, storing water, and keeping devices charged all require planning and mindfulness. Yet each challenge also brings a profound sense of satisfaction. The RF device, though compact, forces a careful relationship with energy. It's not limitless, but that limitation encourages creativity and efficiency. I find myself optimizing usage, discovering that even small gestures, like choosing when to turn on a light or how to charge a battery strategically, make a significant difference. It's an education in patience, observation, and respect for the invisible current of energy that surround us, a lesson that extends far beyond the technical capabilities of any single device. Throughout this journey, there's a quiet thrill in observing how technology and nature intersect. The device itself is more than a piece of equipment. It becomes a companion, a bridge between the human desire for comfort and the necessity of living harmoniously with the environment. Watching sunlight play across the cabin walls, hearing the distant flow of a stream, and feeling the steady pulse of the device powering essential tools, I begin to appreciate the subtle poetry of off-grid life. Every charged light, every powered small appliance, is a reminder that energy is not merely a commodity but a phenomenon that, when understood and respected, can sustain life in unexpected ways. As the days pass, I reflect on the broader implications of this experiment. What I'm testing here is not just a device. It is a vision of possibility. It challenges conventional thinking about energy, sustainability, and self-reliance. Could technologies like this truly reshape the way we live, even for those with modest means? Could a future exist where communities thrive without the constraints of traditional power grids, tapping into ambient energy around them? Living here, immersed in both the tranquility of nature and the quiet hum of innovation, it becomes clear that experimentation is not solely about results. It is about exploration, curiosity, and expanding the boundaries of what we believe is achievable. As night falls over the off-grid cabin, the soft glow of lights powered by Maxwell Chikumbutso's RF device illuminates the space, casting gentle shadows across the walls. Sitting there, I realize that this journey is about much more than energy or budget. It is about connection, both to the world around me and to the incredible potential of human creativity. Each day brings a new insight, a small revelation about efficiency, sustainability, and the profound satisfaction of living intentionally. The experiment continues, and with it, the story unfolds, promising more discoveries, lessons, and moments of wonder, all within the quiet, transformative embrace of off-grid living. As the nights deepen, the stillness of the wilderness becomes both a companion and a teacher. Each gentle sound, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of nocturnal animals, the whisper of the wind, reminds me of how life continues in harmony without constant human intervention. The RF device continues to hum softly in the corner, its quiet energy a subtle affirmation that innovation and nature can coexist. Observing the performance over time, I notice small patterns. Certain times of day yield slightly higher energy output, and even the positioning of the device relative to natural and man-made signals subtly affects its efficiency. It is a lesson in patience, observation, and adaptation, a quiet invitation to slow down and engage with the world in ways often overlooked in the fast pace of daily life. Living off-grid brings a heightened awareness of how every action is connected to resources, no matter how small. Simple activities like boiling water, charging a flashlight, or preparing a meal become exercises in mindfulness. The limitations of relying on ambient energy teach creativity and intentionality. Nothing is wasted, and every decision carries meaning. It is remarkable how such a modest device, when paired with thoughtful living, can sustain basic comforts and foster a sense of independence. Yet it is not just about survival. There's an elegance to it, a kind of quiet sophistication in discovering that the world provides for those who take the time to observe, understand, and align their habits with its rhythms. As days turn into a week, I begin to feel an unexpected shift in perspective. The challenge of living off-grid is accompanied by a profound sense of freedom, freed from the constant hum of urban life. From schedules dictated by electricity or gas, I find space to reflect and explore new ideas. Journaling becomes part of the daily routine, capturing observations, small triumphs, and intriguing anomalies in energy output. There are moments of delight, such as when a small lamp flickers to life with power drawn from seemingly invisible waves, or when a battery reaches full charge, defying the expectations of a limited budget and simple setup. Each success reinforces the idea that innovation, combined with patience and respect for natural systems, can unlock new possibilities for sustainable living. Throughout this journey, the experience becomes a dialogue between technology, the environment, and personal resilience. The RF device is no longer just a tool. It becomes a bridge connecting human ingenuity with the inherent energy of the world around us. Watching sunlight shift across the forest canopy, hearing the ebb and flow of nearby streams, and seeing the quiet effectiveness of a device that harvests invisible waves all at once cultivates both humility and fascination. It is a reminder that even the most advanced technology achieves its full potential only when harmonized with the broader environment. Each day spent off-grid deepens the understanding that sustainability is not merely a goal. It is a living, breathing practice that grows richer with attention, patience, and creativity. As the second week approaches, I notice subtle changes in my routines and awareness. Tasks that once seemed mundane now carry a quiet satisfaction. Lighting a small lantern, brewing a cup of tea, or documenting energy, readings transforms into a moment of reflection and gratitude. The device continues to provide a steady, reliable source of energy, but the true value lies not in wattage or efficiency alone. It is in the insight it fosters, the curiosity it ignites, and the reminder that human ingenuity, when combined with the natural world, can create profound possibilities. Each sunrise brings with it new opportunities for exploration, experimentation, and wonder, reinforcing the sense that this off-grid journey is not just a test of technology, but a path toward deeper understanding of how life, energy, and innovation can intertwine seamlessly. As the experiment draws to a close, I take a moment to absorb the full experience of living off-grid on just $2,500, guided by Maxwell Chikumbutso's RF energy device. What began as a challenge in technology and budgeting has transformed into something far deeper, a journey of observation, adaptation, and connection. The device itself proved to be more than a source of energy. It became a lens through which I could explore the possibilities of sustainable living, innovation, and human ingenuity. Every flickering light, every charged battery, and every moment of quiet reflection reinforced the remarkable potential that exists when curiosity meets creativity. This journey has taught me that living intentionally, whether through reliance on ambient energy, careful planning, or mindfulness in daily routines, is a practice of discovery and gratitude. The constraint of off-grid life revealed not limitations, but opportunities. Opportunities to simplify, to innovate, and to appreciate the subtle interplay between technology and the natural world. Each day spent immersed in the rhythm of the wilderness and guided by the hum of the RF device was a reminder that energy, in its many forms, is all around us, waiting to be recognized, respected, and harnessed thoughtfully. As I pack up and prepare to return to conventional life, there's a quiet sense of accomplishment and reflection. The experiment may be complete, but the lessons it has imparted are enduring. A deeper respect for sustainable innovation, a renewed curiosity about alternative energy solutions, and a recognition that even modest resources, when applied with care and creativity, can unlock extraordinary possibilities. Living off-grid on $2,500 was more than an experiment. It was a journey into understanding the potential of human ingenuity, the power of observation, and the quiet magic of living intentionally in harmony with the world around us. And as the sun sets on this chapter of exploration, one thing is certain. The future of energy and off-grid living may be closer than we think, waiting for those willing to embrace curiosity, patience, and the subtle wonders that emerge when we step away from the familiar and venture into the possibilities of the unknown. As the days stretch into weeks, living off-grid begins to reveal nuances that cannot be captured by technology or planning alone. The rhythm of life here is measured not by clocks or alarms, but by the subtle cues of the environment. The soft shift of dawn light through the trees, the gradual warmth of the sun on the skin, the quiet consistency of the RF device as it gathers energy from the surrounding air. Each day presents small discoveries. How the position of the device relative to the horizon or nearby structures affects its output, or how the energy needs of different appliances must be carefully balanced to maximize efficiency. It is a patient and delicate dance, where observation and adjustment are rewarded with steady illumination, power devices, and the satisfaction of self-reliance. This extended immersion also cultivates a heightened awareness of sustainability and mindfulness. Water is conserved thoughtfully, meals are prepared with intention, and even small tasks like charging a lantern or setting up a workspace become opportunities to engage more deeply with the surroundings. The RF device, while modest in size, encourages a relationship with energy that is both practical and philosophical. It is a reminder that energy is not infinite, yet it is abundant if we learn to recognize and harness it responsibly. In this way, the journey is as much about understanding and respecting the natural world as it is about testing a remarkable technological innovation. Living in this quiet, isolated environment also nurtures a profound sense of reflection. With fewer distractions and more time to observe, thoughts naturally turn inward, and the mind begins to connect to the broader rhythms of life. Patterns emerge not only in the performance of the device, but also in personal habits, decision-making, and the small triumphs of day-to-day living.